Hey guys, こんばんは or こんにちは. Today's video is going to be learning some simple kanji characters, tracing each character and talking a little bit about each character and how you write them. I studied Japanese a while ago now, and I haven't really looked at any Japanese for a long time. I can say 私はイギリス人です。そして、大学で日本語を勉強しました。でも私の日本語は悪いですね。すみません。And back to English because I can remember words but not a lot of sentence structure. So we have some kanji cards. These are the first 440 kanji cards, and they begin with kanji with one stroke, so just one line, and they work their way up to, I'm not sure how many strokes, but I have a second pack with more kanji characters in. So we will start with the 1 strokes, go up to the 2, 3, 4, etc., depending on how many we will look at. And if you can see here, each card has on the front of it the particular kanji that we'll be doing. It tells you how many strokes are in that kanji. By strokes they mean how many lines. So they do them in a particular order for each character, and it will show you the direction of each stroke and which stroke is first, second, third, etc. Below that you have 4 examples of where you would use this kanji character, and sometimes a kanji character will be formed of 2 separate characters, maybe more in certain instances, and then it tells you what those 2 radicals or separate kanji characters mean on their own, and then what they mean as the new kanji character. And then on the back of the card it will tell you how to say that particular word. Now it can have different ways of saying it depending on whether it's a noun, a verb, or what you're using it with, and it will tell you how to say each of these examples. And then it will show you how to write the kanji character in what order you write it. So we're going to be having a look at those. I'll trace through them and maybe we'll learn a little bit Japanese along the way. Okay, so get ready and enjoy. Okay, so this is the box of kanji cards, the first 440. So let's slide, and inside we have a little supplement booklet, and this is like an index for all the kanji cards that are in this pack, so you can go to the card number and it will tell you how to say it, and it will show you the kanji character. So it's a supplement, and here we have all the kanji cards from 1 through to 440. So today we're just going to look at the first 10 and we will see how to draw them and what each means. So I have my little pokey pointy stick to show you each area of the card, and we will begin with the first kanji card. So this one is a line that goes straight across, and you have 4 examples here of how you can use this particular kanji. And there is only one line, there's only one stroke, so this is simply left to right. So if we turn the kanji card over, you can see here how to pronounce it. So it is pronounced ichi, itsu, and hito, and it means one. So the first example that we had on the last page meant one person, and it is pronounced hitori, hitori. So this is this one, a little line, and then sort of a little tent type character, hitori, and that means one person. The second one is ichiban, ichiban, and that means number one or the best, ichiban. So let's have a look again on the first side. So this is number 2. Make them a little bit neater. So we have here ichi, and then this is the kanji for ban, and that means number 1. This is number 3 now, so we have the little rectangle with a line running through it, and that means one day or first day. And you say that, this is a very fun word to say, ichinichi, ichinichi, or tsuitachi, tsuitachi, one day and first day. The fourth example is generally, and that is pronounced ippanteki, ippanteki. And this one is a much more difficult kanji, a more complex kanji with more strokes. There are 3 kanji in this particular example. Okay, so that is ichi or hito or itsu. Okay, let's look at number 2. Okay, so here we have 2 strokes. We have a top stroke and a bottom stroke, and again we only need 1 box. Now I'm fairly certain, yes, here at the bottom of the card it will show you which stroke comes first. So the top line is first and then the bottom. So top, bottom. And this is ni, futa, hata, hatsu, and it means 2. So the first example given is futari, which means 2 people. So again you have this little kanji that we had on card 1, and that means, so this is the kanji for people, futari, 2 people. So in this example, this kanji is pronounced futa. So futari. The second example is futsuka, futsuka, and that means 2 days or second day, futsuka. And this is this one here, so this is the kanji for day, which I believe we had on the first example as well. So we have 2日. The third one is 20, which is 20 years old. So in this one, it is hata and then chi. So let's have a look at this. So this is the kanji for 2. This is the kanji for 10, I believe. And this must be chi. I guess years. Yeah, years old. Maybe this is years old. So 2 and 10, 20. Hatachi. Okay, and the fourth one here is 20, and that's the 20th day. So I assume that's when you are saying, for example, 20th of November, you would use 20. And here we have the kanji for 20. Okay, so that is kanji card number 2. This is another card with 2 strikes. So we have, I think, maybe down first and across, but we'll have a look in a second. Again, we have 4 examples, but here we have 2 separate boxes. So we have the kanji for the word 1, and we have the kanji for the word branch. So it's a little line and then a little tick at the end. So you pronounce this shichi, nana, or nano. This is the kanji for the number 7. So the first example given is nanoka, and that means 7 days, or the 7th day. So here we have the kanji for day again, and this is the kanji for 7. The next one is shichigatsu, and this is July. So let's have a look. So this is shichi, and then this is month, gatsu, shichigatsu. Now, as you can see at the bottom, we have the stroke order, and it's actually the line that goes first, and then the little L sort of shape, a little tick at the bottom. So a line, and then the little L shape. Shichigatsu. Okay, number 3 is 700, and that is 700. So 7, and this is the kanji for 100. And that is 700. And the 4th example is 17. So here you see the little line across the U, and whenever you see the little line, you sort of lengthen out that sound. So ju, not j, 17, 17, 17. So either is correct. Now when I count to 10 in Japanese, I always use nana. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. You can use shichi, but I was taught nana. But I think, I'm not sure, but I think nana is sort of a cute way of saying it, maybe for children. Whereas shichi might be the more adult way of saying it. I'm not 100% sure. But that's 17, 17. So here we go. We have 10, and 7. So they put the 10 symbol first and then the 7 afterwards. Okay, moving on to number 4. So here we have a little line, and this is another 2-stroke kanji. And you say this hachi or yatsu or yatsu. So when you have a 1T, it's yatsu. If you have 2 T's, there's kind of a little pause, a little break. So yatsu, yatsu, yatsu. Do you hear the difference? It can also be ya. And here we have the little line above the O, so that's yo, not yo, yo. And this is the kanji for the number 8. So the first example is yoka, which is 8 days, or the 8th day. Yoka. So this is the day kanji again. Yoka. And if we look at the stroke order, you do the little stroke first, and then the longer stroke to the right second. The second example today is happo. Happo. That's hard for me to say. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Happo. So you've got the little break, the little happo instead of hap, and then the o, happo, which means all sides, all directions. So here we have the kanji for 8 and this new kanji here. Okay, 3 is hachigatsu, which is the word for August. Hachigatsu. So here we have the 8 kanji and the kanji for month. Okay, 4th example looks a little more complex. So that means murahachibu, murahachibu, which is the word for ostracism. It's very random. Ostracism. Murahachibu, murahachibu. Okay, not sure I will ever use that word again. Okay, moving on to number 5. We have another 2-stroke kanji. So we have the kanji here for 9 and then a little stroke there. So the first example looks like it's going to be a day again. So you pronounce this kyu or ku or kokono, kokono, kokonotsu, kokono. Okay, so this is the number 9. The first example is kokonoka, which is another awesome word to say. Kokonoka. I can't wait to do an A to Z of Japanese words. Maybe not an A to Z, but some trigger words in Japanese. Kokonoka, kokonoka. So this is 9 days, or the 9th day. And we already know now the kanji for day. And this is the kanji for 9. The next one is September. Kugatsu, kugatsu. So we have the kanji for month again. So we're getting familiar with the day and the month kanjis. Kugatsu. Number 3 is kyuju, kyuju, which is 90. Kyuju. Again, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. I sound like a robot. Kyuju, 90. And again, you have the 9 and the kanji for 10, the little cross. And the 4th one, a little more complex, is kuji, 9, which is 9 o'clock or 9 hours. 9. So this is the symbol for o'clock. I assume the kanji for o'clock. Okay, we're halfway through. Next we have, so we know this one already. This is the kanji for 10. It's like a cross. 2 strokes again. So we can guess, can't we? We've seen this before. So this is the kanji for day. So the 10th day or 10 days, that's my guess. And then this one, I'm not too sure about, but this one, I'm pretty sure that's the kanji for 5. In which case that would be 15 or 50. And then this is a more complex one. So this is a 2 and a 10, so I assume 20, and then we'll see. So this one we think is 10 days or the 10th day. Yep, so we pronounce it ju, to, ji. And it is indeed the kanji for 10. So the first example was toka, 10 days, 10th days. We thought it would be. Number 2 is 10番, 10番 or 10分, 10分, and it means enough, perfect, or 10 minutes. 10分. 3, we thought either 50 or 15. It's 50. So 50. 50. So go is just 5 and 10. 50 is how you say 50 in Japanese. And the 4th example was 20th century. So the final symbol, or there's 2, means century. So maybe one of those is 100 and 1 a year. I'm not sure. So 20th century is pronounced. Oh, here we go. 20世紀, 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 or 20世紀. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. It's so hard to do the little break when it's such a long word. 20世紀, 20世紀, 20th century. And then here we have the stroke order. The line goes across first, and then the other line goes through it. Card 7, we have this little tent symbol, which we've seen. So we say that symbol, that kanji, jin, nin, or hito, and that means man, person, or human. So the first example we're given is for human being, and it's pronounced ningen, ningen, ningen. Ningen. Okay, number 2, this is a cool kanji, is popular, and that's pronounced ninki, ninki, popular, ninki. Number 3 is otona, otona, adult. So let's have a look. So I know this is the kanji for big. I'm pretty sure in the word Osaka in Japan, I'm pretty sure it begins with that kanji, Osaka. But in this one it means adult, which is otona, otona. And the final one means Japanese person, Nihonjin, Nihonjin. So, Nihonjin. So here is how you write Japan, and this is person. So Nihonjin. This is the kanji that I've always remembered from university. I will never forget how to write Japan in kanji. Nihonjin. So this on its own, I believe, means sun. This is the kanji for sun. This is the kanji for book, hon, which is book, and this is obviously the kanji for person, nihonjin. And you can also say igirisujin for English. I think America is Amerikajin, but I could be wrong. Igirisujin. Okay. And at the bottom we have the stroke order, which is the little left stroke and then the right stroke. Okay. We have, this is the wrong way around, start here. So this is super similar to the last one. So the other one was like this, and this one is from the left to the right, and then the little stroke there. Super similar, easy to get mixed up. So let's have a look. I think we've already looked at this one. So this is ni, which is to go, to come in, or to enter. So this is a verb. Go, come in, and enter. So hairu, iru, ireru. So when it's in the brackets, I believe that these words in the brackets are usually written in hiragana, not the kanji alphabet. It's in a separate sort of characters. They're much easier to remember, and they are sound. They're phonetic sort of alphabet. So re and ru, and yeah, you've got n and ma and me and me, etc. They all stay the same, whereas kanji can change and you can add kanji together. Hiragana and katakana are much easier to learn. So yeah, so that the hai and the I part is the kanji, and then in the brackets that will be the hiragana. So the first example is entrance, and it is iriguchi, iriguchi, iriguchi. Number 2 is nyusha, nyusha, to enter a company, nyusha. Number 3, deiri, deiri, to go in and out. Okay, so we are definitely getting to more complex kanji now. Deiri. So this here is not a kanji. This is hiragana, as I was saying. So this is like a little line and then another little line separate from that. So deiri. And then import, yanyu, yanyu, import, yanyu, yanyu. Okay, nearly there, 2 more to go. So this one, this one looks like a hiragana character. So in hiragana, I think that is ka. Could be wrong. Ka. So let's see what it is in kanji. It is ryoku, or riki, or chikara. Rikimu. Okay, so ryoku, riki, chikara is power, strength, force. And rikimu, this is a verb, to strain, bear down, or swagger. Okay, so the first example we have here is sumo wrestler. So it is rikishi, rikishi, sumo wrestler. The next one is cooperation, and that is kyoryoku, kyoryoku, kyoryoku. Number 3 is miryoku, miryoku, miryoku. That is appeal, charm, and attraction. And the 4th one, boryoku, is violence and force. Boryoku, boryoku. And here we have the stroke order. You do the little line across and a little flick, and then the second line down comes afterwards. final card is number 10. And here I believe we go top, middle, bottom with the strokes. We have the kanji for 1, and then this is pretty much 2, isn't it? 1 and then 2. So this is the kanji for the number 3. So here we can see this is the kanji for 3, this is the kanji for 10, we've already learned that. This is the kanji for person, I think. So I think that says 3 people, I could be wrong. This we know is the kanji for day. So that would be the 3rd day or 3 days. And we know that this is the kanji for month, katsu. So March. Should we have a look? See if I've completely got it wrong. Okay, so we say 3, san, mitsu, mitsu, mit. So this one, because it's got 1 T, is mitsu. This one is mitsu. You hear the difference? So the first example was indeed sanju, 30, sanju. 2 I thought was 3 people, and it is sannin, satnin, satnin, 3 people. 3 is 3 days, or the 3rd day, mika, mika, mika. And I'm gonna guess sangatsu for this one. I didn't quite see. Yes, sangatsu, March, sangatsu. And here we see it's top, middle, bottom for the strokes. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit of kanji, and I'll see you again soon.